from the West Coast. We're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Today, the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration continues. We've got a great one for you. Between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. On one sideline, we've got a look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. His guys continuing to play at a high level. They've won 7 of their last 9. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. His guys coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it, Brock. Maybe a small advantage to them because of that. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you in the booth today. It's going to be Daniel Carlson who gets us started. And we're off in Inglewood. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Herbert throwing right away. And his first pass falls incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Collects this at the 35. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's most tooled-up quarterbacks, Brock. He's trying to reach a new ceiling here in year 3. Anthony Richardson.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Here we go. Ready.
First carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Cowboy 80.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Come on, come on.
Richardson on 3rd. Hits him on the out route. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So 21 yards and the 1st. What a call to go for it there on 4.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
And off to Jeanty. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Coming left is Genty. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Kind of like that punt returner, Kate, that's just looking for that lane to run. This guy just couldn't find it. Defenders beat him to the spot, left him to try and cut back, or simply take it out of bounds like he just did.
This is Genty on 2nd. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. The cover guys go shut it down. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's a return from the 7. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. This game, Brock, all the games today and tonight, part of a busy week of football for all of us. Their traditional 3 games on Thanksgiving Day. We had our Black Friday game a couple of days ago. All a part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, honoring the legendary football icon.
Yeah, legendary guy whose impact still is felt to this day. You know, these guys playing today, they all watch it, just like you and me in the football world on Thursday and Friday. Now they get their chance to go out and perform on a pretty darn special weekend.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Couldn't get it to Arondé Gadsden the 2nd. So they're left facing 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. J.K. Scott on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. 1st and 10 from the 32. Now Richardson to throw. That's a screen play to Genty. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go get somebody like they did right there.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll air it out on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Herbert from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To the air on third and long. Gets it downfield on target to Gatson. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. He finds Johnston. And he has this down to the 34. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now an inside give to Hampton. He's got it in the red zone. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now here he goes on the boot. And that's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 7, Raiders 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And as they get set, Carter, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's a design keeper. It's Richardson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that can do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Start.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of the work done as they set up third and very short.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
60 Maverick. Go.
Richardson to throw again. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Richardson. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. $15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far, brings up 2nd down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Herbert on 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 3rd down, Herbert into the hands of Ganson. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11.
Chargers 14, Raiders 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away.
For the Chargers.
Danny Gray to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 18.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Gets him quickly to Bowers. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Called in, again it's Bowers. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
And the Las Vegas.
1st down throw here from Richardson. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Geesh, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Throwing this for the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Chargers are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Gray now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Richardson. He's looking deep once again. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air. It's Richardson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Richardson on 3rd. And once again, they can't connect.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Completed over the middle. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. They'll bring out the punter here. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First play is going to be a give to Jency. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Another give here to Jency. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. New set of downs from 37. Back to Jency. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying getting that one to Brock Bowers. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So Shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud.
He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the third.
Ready, set.
So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return coming from the 6. Excellent effort there, sets him up almost at midfield. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively.
Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turn. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Set.
What do you want?
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Punt team on the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And the start to his NFL career has been everything that they could have hoped for. He's really adjusted to the league quickly, and as a result, one of the contenders to be named Offensive Rookie of the Year. Here's Jeanty running right. And the cutback to the middle is the right call. That is 8 yards on the carry. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Giving this to Jeanty. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now.
Okay, ready.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Ready.
Richardson on 1st and 10. That's complete to Bell. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Chargers think they have it, and they do.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Hits him on the in route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Herbert from the gun. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Throwing on first is Herbert. And it's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hampton now up the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
Adams there on the tackle. A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Herbert. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And we're going to have first and goal when we begin our fourth quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. From the pistol, it's Herbert. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 2-possession game here in the fourth. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers push the lead up to 12.
Chargers 21, Raiders 9.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shotgun give here to Jeanty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Trap 50, trap 50. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders now within 1 score in the fourth. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
first thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders trim the deficit down to 5.
Raiders 16. Daniel Carlson kicking off for Las Vegas.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. They'll toss it to Hampton. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They did it! He made the interception! And the Raiders have some new life in the 4th!
Not just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Raiders have their offense back out there. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60, Panther 80. Zone. Panther 11. Cup 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Ready.
It's 2nd down.
Go.
Now Richardson to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 4th quarter lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Here comes a 2-point try partner. Richardson bringing his offense to the line.
The Raiders will line up for the 2.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Back to Hampton. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. It's complete to Johnston, outright. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
This is Hampton, right side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
15 at the 20-yard line.
Set. Go.
Herbert. A crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
19, truck.
Running on second with White. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's White again. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Again, this is White. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. He's back to throw. They did it! He made the interception! And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick six. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Gray now on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And as they return to the field, Brock, he's going to be trying to make up for that pick six. Wants to get them the lead back.
That's exactly the mentality you've got to have as quarterback. In these moments, in the fourth quarter especially, Kate, this is what separates the good ones from the great ones.
After the pick, Richardson back to the air. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he'll get it up to the 27.
4 yards on
Here's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Raiders needing 4 points. Second and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. This is Cox, that's Bowers working downfield. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
First down, Raiders.
Here he is to throw. It's Bowers with another catch. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Brock Bowers. A gain of 14. And the Las Vegas first down.
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down.
On the jump. Here we go. Shot. Tap. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Chargers make the play that should win them this game.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Last play sent him back across midfield here, second and long. They're going to pass it here. And they got there in time. He's taken down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
Black 80. Go.
He'll throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. The kick is off the mark, no good. And their lead will remain unchanged in the fourth.
Obviously, Kate, that miss would have made it a touchdown game. But think of it this way, it's still a touchdown game. But instead of it forcing overtime, now it's going to give them a loss.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That's a pickup of 9. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Richardson on first and 10. Connects on the crosser. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hauled in by Gray. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and
They'll throw again. Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Bison, 60 Bison, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left.
Touchdown Raiders.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders push their lead to 3.
Daniel Carlson will take it off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Lion.
Back to the air, Herbert. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.